I can guarantee that you will make money in retail arbitrage if you listen to what I have to say. I'm going to give you 3 stores that have a steady supply of discounted inventory. But mentally, you have to be prepared to go and find the stores that have the better quality and that are consistent with their discounts. Okay? So let's start with the stores. So we have Lowe's Home Improvement, and pretty much is also Home Depot and any other home improvement store. They have a large selection of year-round products that customers use. So it's a national store that sells national brands with a large customer base. Steady supply of inventory at a discounted price. Steady supply of customers. And because customers return so much, and because there are always so many new products on the market, they have to move inventory and they have to move it fast. So Lowe's, Home Depot, and any other home improvement store generally has a high quality of products, have to move inventory fast, and they have low prices. So to give you an example of what I found at Lowe's, which was a killer. So there are these special light bulbs, like, they were specially ordered, and each light bulb, it had to be a really nice home. Each light bulb, had to sell for like $30 each, because the connector on the light bulb was, some special design for some high-end kitchen that I do not have. And whomever ordered these light bulbs in the end did not want them. So the light bulbs, they sell for $30 each. They order, return, and Lowe's can't keep these light bulbs. They're special order. But on the internet, where, you can get anything shipped anywhere, anytime, plenty of customers are interested in these light bulbs. So I went in, I must have purchased like 30 of these light bulbs. 30 of these light bulbs that sell at $30 each. And they had them taped together. But in the end, I think I paid less than $10 for all of these light bulbs. Less than $10, because Lowe's, this particular Lowe's, there was nothing that they could do with it. So I paid less than $10 total for 30 light bulbs that sold for $30 each. Many times I have walked into this Lowe's and Home Depot, and I've just found little knickknacks and accessories that sell for like 50 cents, $1, where if you put it on the internet, it could sell for, $19.99, $49.99. So for me, Lowe's, Home Depot, and pretty much any home improvement store have always been good. Always. So you can get deeply discounted items, returned, unopened, special order, and maybe within your local community or within your local neighborhood, they don't have a client. But keep in mind, on the internet, there are so many more customers on the internet than there may be within a community. So even if something is out of season where you live, doesn't mean it's out of season in Miami, does not mean it's out of season in California. So mentally, you have to prepare yourself to look outside of your neighborhood. Okay? So that's one. Lowe's, Home Depot, any home improvement. Number 2 is Goodwill's, Red Cross, and Salvation Army. And once again, you have to mentally be prepared to look outside of your neighborhood. And I know that, some Goodwills, the bulk of their inventory is pre-owned, the bulk of it. I know that with the Salvation Army and the Red Cross, the bulk of their merchandise in most stores and in most cities is pre-owned. However, that doesn't mean that the community over or the neighborhood over isn't the recipient of an angel, I want to call it an angel supplier. So just so you know, stores like the Goodwill, Red Cross, the Salvation Army, not all of them, but a good many of them receive wholesale products from Target and Walmart. So yes, Target and Walmart have discount areas, they have clearance areas, etc., because you want your customers within your community to be able to purchase your products first. You want them to come into your store and always find good deals. And that's a good business model. However, if your customers do not take advantage of those good deals, you can't just allow products to sit on the shelf. These products have to leave. And I know there are all these articles and all these videos about people getting these wholesale lots from Target or Walmart. That may be true. But where I live, that doesn't happen. There's no auction where you can go and buy Walmart and Target's discontinued or slow-moving items. It just doesn't happen here. I haven't seen it, and I haven't run into it. But what I have seen and what I have run into is Target, Walmart, Kmart, Sears, and all these other stores reselling their merchandise wholesale lot to the Goodwill. So what you don't get at Target and what you don't get at Walmart, if you go to a handful of Goodwills and Red Crosses, you can get new merchandise for, 90% off at the Goodwill. So you have to look outside of your neighborhood. You have to look outside of your community. Just because, one thing is happening over here doesn't mean it's happening on the other side of town. So when you start sourcing and looking at different stores and seeing where things are, you start to realize, yes, they may have similar merchandise, but occasionally, like on Tuesday and Friday, they get a shipment from Target and all the merchandise is new. Everything is new and unopened. It could have been slow selling or they purchased too much. It could have been an open box, but the merchandise is generally new. All right. So home improvement, Goodwill, Red Cross, Salvation Army. Then we have grocery stores. Grocery stores. Well, eventually Amazon plans on putting them out of business anyway. But until that point, all grocery stores have a clearance section. And grocery stores usually move out slow-moving items. It's not always food. But if you go into a lot of grocery stores nowadays, like during the summer, they'll sell grills and they'll sell tents. During Christmas, they'll sell Christmas trees, etc., etc. So what I found, for example, is like beach tents. If you get a beach tent in the summer at the beach, it could be $50+, $50, $60, depending on how big the tent is. But at a grocery store, when it's sort of going out of season, you can get it for $8.99, $9.99. And keep in mind, like I said, it's not out of season everywhere. It just may be out of season where you live. So if you can set aside 2 or 3 months because you may have to hold an item, you can actually flip products and make an income. Do I suggest retail arbitrage as a long-term hustle? No. It takes a lot of time to source these areas and source these businesses. Plus, you have to have money to buy these products. Even if it is $100 or $200, you still have to have money to buy these products. You have to package these products to ship to Amazon or to ship to customers. So ultimately, it could be a full-time job and you may not earn a full-time income plus your expenses and wear and tear for your car. However, if you just wanted to, let's say, get some extra money for Christmas, this would be good. If you wanted to get some extra money for a vacation a few months down the road, this would be good. You can literally walk into, any home improvement store, Lowe's, Home Depot, any home improvement. If you know where a good solid Goodwill is, maybe it's not your neighborhood Goodwill, but if you know where a good Goodwill is or a Red Cross, you can go in there and purchase new merchandise from Walmart and Target and resell it online. And at the grocery store, what they're really good for are like the summer items, but also the gardening items, like fertilizer. Go into a grocery store for the fertilizer, and that is also something that will sell very well online. So you have 3 stores, home improvement, Goodwill, grocery store. They'll always have a steady supply of discounted items, like 85% plus off. They're prepackaged with customers, small, easy to transport and ship, that you can make a profit off of in 3 months. So I guarantee that if you listen to what I'm telling you and you look for those type of stores and those type of products, that you can make an income within 2 to 3 months flipping products online in retail arbitrage.